Final Fantasy XII generally has long titles, doesn't it? Seeker of Freedom Bond, Dancing Heart Penelo, Dethroned Heroine Ashe, Fleet-Footed Sky Pirate Balthier, and Dynast-King Scion Ashe. Oh, but I guess Vossler is pretty short. Ashe's Trustmaster reward is something you've seen before, boosting magic by 500 and giving a double killer against all species. It's an excellent materia, but can only be equipped onto units from the owner's game, Final Fantasy XII. Her Super Trustmaster reward is an accessory that can only be equipped by female units. It has defense, high magic, and strong spirit. Furthermore, it reduces MP cost by 30%, and when equipped onto Ashe, gives her 500 extra magic and spirit. Onto her active abilities. Ashe has access to several magic spells, and all of them can be awakened to stage 3. Miss Decoy turns someone into a provoke tank and grants them a 30% general mitigation buff. Parting with the Gods gives one ally a massive killer buff against fairies and stones, though it can't be used as a star of the fight and cannot be included in the multicast. Cover, Magic 1, can be upgraded all the way to 5, increasing its level of protection. Provoke 2 is Provoke, but gives Ashe a 75% general mitigation buff. Unmatched Sword Burst deals damage that chains of bolting strike and scales off her spirit, and can raise your team's light and dark resistance up to 150%. True Ardor deals strong fire magic damage that chains of Chaos Wave awaken, but it can't be used as a star to fight. Power Break 2 inflicts an 87% attack break. Magic Break 2 is the same but magic. Passives. But for Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Ashe gains stats, 500 flat magic and spirit, and boosts her equipment magic and spirit when carrying a single weapon with or without a shield. She also has 4 strong killer buffs, meets half the Captain limit burst damage, has a small limit burst regen, and a small boost to physical evasion. At the start of the battle, she'll automatically cast Will to overcome the pass, granting your team resistance to status ailments. She'll also activate a preemptive magic cover buff. She has a 50% boost to passive provoke, and prefers to carry a single weapon, meaning half the Captain to chain limit boost. Her normal attack can also remove buffs, so that's pretty cool. At EX plus 1, she gets Warring Spirit 2. At EX plus 2, she gets 500 magic and spirit. Let's look at her limit burst. It inflicts a 35% Mason Peril, deals damage, inflicts an 88% attack and magic break, grants your team a 70% general mitigation buff, and a whopping 85% magic mitigation buff against machine and stone type enemies. Time to change forms. Ashe has a true Brave Shift, which has no limitations whatsoever. Onto her active abilities. She switches out her black magic spells for white and green magic. The only new ones that can be awakened here are Pradeka, but only to stage 2, and Bubble, which can go up to stage 3. Veil can give your team resistance to status ailments. Enfaraga imbues fire onto them and boosts their fire damage by 35%. And Enfaraja, which is only available at EX plus 3, buffs the boost to 45%. As for abilities, she switched them all out for 1, Machine Achilles, which grants one ally a powerful machine killer buff, but like the other one, isn't available at the start of the fight or can be included in the multicast. Passives. In this form, she's lost her limit burst damage and evasion, and a lot of her damage-related passives for that matter. However, she has gained a big MP regen passive. Let's look at her limit burst. It gives her team a full re-raise buff, boosts their stats by 350%, their limit burst damage by 250%, and gives them a strong killer buff against the aforementioned species. Let's rank Brave abilities. She has 1, but it's pretty useful, as it raises both the damage modifier and the elemental resistance buffs. Time to make a damage rotation. On turn 1, she's a tank. So, EX2, EX plus 1 actually gives you an instant limit burst, and combined with her Brave Shift, it's an easy yes. That means EX plus 2 is just stats, though her Super Trustmaster reward can be pretty useful, with its strong stats and MP reduction. EX plus 3, on the other hand, is ridiculous since Global has Roberta. So how good is Dynast-King Scion Ashe? As a magic tank, she's actually very good, competing with Chao in terms of sturdiness. She has some good support spells too, though she's missing stuff to deal with breaks. She also lacks any active way to recover MP, which is a bit strange to be missing that from a healer. 250% killer buffs are also incredible, though the only actual new one she brings to the table is the Fairy Killer. Machines are covered by Ilmatai, and guess who also comes in to cover stones? Still, 250 is 250, so I'm really just nitpicking. And if you pair her with Fran, she'll also shrink in the damage modifier of True Ardor, though I admit it's a bit of a stretch to really justify Fran. Overall, great unit. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you summon Ashe. The Final Fantasy XII banner here is actually surprisingly solid. Both units are pretty good, though admittedly a lot of Balthier is tied to Fran. It's just such a shame you have all the Star Quartz lying around.